6 weeks.
Okay. I always thought...
If you're reading all the books, and indeed 14 years ago when I was expecting my first, that's what I had. I haven't bothered with a birth plan in the last 3 because basically, as we all know, that childbirth is very, very unpredictable. But what I'm calling for is for some sort of standard, a basic standard of care, where I know that not every mother can be offered a water birth and whatever else, but we should have enough midwives and we should have enough consultants and there should be enough labour and maternity wards.
Did you say yes?
I've never had a baby privately.
So you've always gone into an NHS
yes,
maternity
absolutely,
ward?
because I do believe that's the best care you can get. But
and your experience?
I just saw GPs and one thing and another. I have a very good midwife at the moment who I see regularly, and that's lovely, but obviously she's not going to be there on the day.
So
I think, again, with the unpredictability of childbirth, you just can't. I mean, a lot of mothers go in and say, I'm going to have a natural childbirth, and then go, ow, this is quite painful. But I think women have to be offered a basic standard of care. So certainly when pain relief comes into question, that has to be there. But we're also talking about mothers who go through very, very traumatic births when things go wrong, and they do go wrong. And unfortunately, mothers still die in childbirth. Not many, but unfortunately they do. And being made to leave hospital just hours after having had a baby, which may be a terrifying experience in itself.
How does that happen?
Well, because they have a short, that they end up getting, you know, having to leave very, very soon. And some mothers are actually needing counselling after traumatic and botched births. And I think it's just unforgivable. I think the fact is that childbirth isn't an illness. And to that end, I think many health authorities have treated it as something that doesn't need many resources, and we're desperately short of midwives. I mean, the average maternity unit has 31 midwives per 1,000 deliveries.
Yeah, and we'll speak
the service, so we're barely going up to what used to be there.
So how do you get
so
that everybody can get a better experience?
There are a lot of people who want to be trained up as midwives, and a friend of mine was desperate a few years ago to train up as a midwife, but there was no one to train her up. So there's this kind of whole vicious cycle of events which has taken place over a number of years, and I think it's about time that you know, I think it's about time the government started to invest in women and mothers to be, you know.
When that moment...
And I think I feel awful for them because they're under tremendous pressure. There's not enough of them. They work very, very long shifts, and they end up, unfortunately, as the Royal College of Midwives says, that unfortunately unsafe practices do occur.
But they